Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? Over here just doing a little wrenching, a little late night wrenching. Here I just come in and talk to you guys for a minute. I've been in the process of upgrading my high trail over here. So far, a little update. I've done a few things to it today. We added the brass diff covers and the brass steering link over here from Injora. And we, as you can see, remove the motor and the transmission because we're going to go ahead and swap out the plastic transmission gears for metal. I got metal trail gears from Injora, which I'll be adding to the transmission to solidify the drivetrain a little bit because, as you can see here, the little gears here, I did a couple videos with the truck, and I stripped both front and rear differential gears as I was filming. So that comes to tell you that you really need to, if you're gonna be doing stuff like hard trailing and little rock crawling and stream crossings like I do on my videos or any adventure, I always recommend y'all have a good solid drivetrain in your car. I always tell that people, what's the first thing I should do to upgrade my truck? If I got a brand new, let's say a TRX4M for example, they're all parts of plastic. I'd be like, you know what? You want a good solid trail truck? I recommend just swapping out all the plastic and put all metal in there, and that should keep your drivetrain going for a long time, and it'll be really solid and it'll handle any weight you put onto it. You add more brass, you add more weight on the top, more scale stuff. Like, like I got a few things that got added on my truck, like a tire, some sand ladders, little hijack and shovel, replacement tire, and just extra random things. So definitely gave it a lot of weight back on the back over there. On top of that, I put the brass at the front and the back in the front, so it's gonna get really heavy. So the more stuff you add to it, the more stress you're gonna add to all the plastic parts. So I always recommend you guys to, if you guys want to have a good solid rig, before you do anything like any weight on there or any brass, always do the drivetrain first. Metal diffs, metal trans gears, bearings or bushings, whatever. Just make sure it's all nice solid metal down there. I guarantee you it will last much longer. You won't be snapping your gears or stripping them when you're out doing some video or whatever with your cars. It's just the way things are around here. Anyway, I'm gonna show you what I got here real quick. I'm gonna grab a camera and bring you over here and show you what I have. I'm by myself today. My wife is sleeping, so I'm just kind of trying to work everything out here, the video and all the stuff I'm doing right now. So I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys what I've done so far, and then I'll tell you guys what's coming here pretty soon. Yeah, you can see here, these are all your plastic gears. Let's try to get a close-up here. I don't know if you can tell, but the gears on this guy are stripped. You see those white marks on the diff there? Those are all stripped gear teeth from the differentials. These are fine. Nothing wrong with these. But yeah, both of these, the front and the rear, lost a few teeth in the process. So that's the reason why it's always good to upgrade your drivetrain as soon as possible to metal. Now what we're going to be adding here are the Injuras here. You can see there. Sorry, I'm going to switch the camera over because it's kind of hard to show you guys right here. Let's see. Anyway, so yeah, I got your stock trail gears here. They're all metal trail gears. The reason why I didn't go to low range or high range because I want to get in between. I do a lot of trailing with my truck, so I want to make sure they're at a proper speed for me to keep up with it and not go over it too fast, and enough torque to get through some of the obstacles I run my vehicles through. You can see here, these are the Injora metal drive shafts, front and rear. So pretty much the whole thing is Injora. The gift covers, the differential gears, the drive shaft, and the transmission gears are all from Injora. I'm going to go ahead and post links on the description of all the parts I have for my truck in case you guys want to pick them up and do it yourself. You can see, got the green grease right here. I green grease everything. Like all the gears, everything I green grease just to make sure it's going to be good. And green grease is also waterproof, so marine grease. So it helps keep those parts from rusting out or getting too much water in there. It seals off the parts and it protects them from the water going into the gears. Now, here's a tranny here. We're going to go ahead and take it apart, and I'm going to show you guys how to swap out the trans gears on this, and then we're going to put it back, and we're going to assemble the truck all back up again. Alrighty then, let's get down to business. Got my trusty little Ryobi here. I'm going to go ahead and start taking this thing apart. First off, when you remove the transmission from your truck, you have your battery cover here. So basically, what you gotta do first is remove the battery cover. You can see here, these two holes right here. These are the ones that are attached to the battery case, or holder. You gotta remove your battery holder first, and just take the cables out of the little part right here where they're kind of in between there. You just take them out of there and push them to the side, and you're gonna take this out. This is attached to the frame on the inside in here, so just make sure you kind of wiggle it, and it should pop up right away. Once you do that, the trans is pretty easy. It's basically just these 4 holes there. Those are just 4 screws. You pull those 4 screws out and it'll come right off immediately, no problem. And then you just remove the drive shaft from both sides. Usually when you just pull it, the drive shaft will slide off from the gift part of the drive shaft, so it just slides right off, and all you gotta do is remove the cover from here, and go ahead and start taking this apart. It's pretty simple. I mean, I've done this before because I've also swapped my gears on my Defender. I have a Defender, a TRX4M Defender, and I also did the metal upgrade swap of the trans gears on there too. So all you gotta do is just basically follow the pattern that the gears are inside the transmission casing. We're gonna go ahead and take this apart, and then we're gonna show you the gears, and then we're gonna swap them out and close it back up. We're gonna start with these 4 screws right here. Alright, here we go. When you put these back in, whatever you do not over torque them, because you're going to strip the entire transmission out, so just be aware of that. Alright, you all came off. Go ahead and remove the cap here. Let's see. Alright, you see? There they are. There are your 3 bushings. I am not going to put bearings on here. I'm going to keep the bushings on because I rev my truck a lot, through a lot of water and mud. So for me, in my case, the bushings are better for me. I mean, yeah, I do have bearings. I have a bunch of bearings I could put in here. I want to. I have a whole bunch that I bought from my TRX4M, my Defender, and other RCs. So if I wanted to swap them out, I could. But considering I run a lot of water and I go out to the, if my truck's constantly inside of water, I'd rather just have the bushings on than having the bearings on, because they'll rust out and then they start falling apart, and that could be a real headache once that starts happening in your truck there. Anyway, so here's the cover. You can see here your gears organized there. Now this is the top one right here. This is one that has both sides. We have the metal one here, which is right here, you can see. Okay, that goes on last. Second, it's going to be this one right here, the mid-range gear, which is right here. Now these have a little thing you slide in them, so basically what I'm going to do is just grab one of these guys, slide it in there, like so. So now you got your little ends on each side. Alright, that's the second one. And the third one is a very small one here. It's pretty much the same size as the metal one. So this smaller one goes first, then the medium sized one, and then the larger one at the very end. We're going to do the same thing with the bar. We're going to go ahead and stick the bar in there. Let's see. Nice and clear. Alright. Now, the other part is it's going to be the motor gear. So to remove the motor, all you gotta do is there's two screws right there. You just unscrew those, and the motor should come right off, and you can swap out the pinion gears here. We're gonna go ahead and do that real quick and take the motor out. Those screws are very small, just an FYI. They're pretty tiny, so don't lose them. Alright, motor. There's your motor. So what we're going to do now is just remove the pinion gear and replace it with the metal one, steel one. These slide off, or it slides right off, and you just stick the other one in. Now, there are times where these pinion gears would be too small for your truck, so what I would do in that situation, if that were to happen, or I got this little itty bitty file here, it's very skinny, it's a hobby grade file, it's very skinny. All I do is I'll just kind of go in there and sand it back and forth until I can put the pinion into the motor, if that were to happen. Now if it doesn't happen, then you shouldn't worry about it. Alright. That's pretty hard. Push it out. There we go. It's coming out now. It's on there pretty tight. There we go. It's off. See there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the metal one. Now you see, like I mentioned earlier, it's really tight. So you gotta really either push it down really good or file it just a little bit so it'll slide in from one side. Got our file here. Now I'm gonna file it. See here. There. Just kind of giving it a quick little file so it'll open up that gap a little bit so it'll slide in from one side to the other. Don't file it too much because then it won't go in. Make sure you just get in there properly. still a little tight, so I'm going to keep filing a little bit more. Now, if it doesn't work, you can always just go ahead and put back your stock plastic, but you know, plastic metal don't really mesh very well. But if you really want to run your truck right away without having to wait for replacement pinions, then you go ahead and do that. I'm going to try and get this guy to work. Alright, I'm going to get off the camera for a little bit while I mess around with this guy, and then I'll come back in a little bit. Alright guys, see you in a little bit. Okay, well, after much deliberation and lots of filing and a little hammering, we were able to get the pinion gear in there, you can see. So, thankfully, I have to work too hard at it, but you know, we're still kind of a pain in the butt, but you know, part of the fun, right? Anyway, okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the motor back in, and we're gonna start putting the gears back on. We'll show you guys how it's done and how they look after we're done. Okay, give me a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're gonna go ahead and put these little screws in there. These little itty bitty screws. Especially when you're using power tools, that's a very bad idea. Just go use your power tool until you get to a point where you feel it's far enough where you can just use your hand to finish the tightening afterwards. Alright, see that? I stopped right before I got too tight. Then with my hand, I went ahead and did the rest of the tightening there. Alright, I think we're all nice and snug over here. Alright. So, as we saw earlier, smallest gear, medium-sized gear, and then the largest gear. So this is the smallest one. Go attach your pinion there. That one. The second one is going to be this one here. See, right in there. Let's get go. Alright. Okay, first two gears. And last but not least, the long one. And right there. Pretty simple. Just 3 gears, small, medium, large. That's all you have to do. You see? They're all moving pretty nicely. Alright. Making sure they're meshing properly. Alright. Just hope everything is up to par. Here's your cover, and put it on. She is. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the screws all back in there. Alright, don't over tighten. Whatever you do, don't over tighten. Just keep it easy. Once you get them all down, you can use your hand to hand tighten the rest of the screw down so you won't damage any of the plastic. Alright, hand tighten all 4 of them till they're nice and snug, and then you're good. There she is, fully assembled, metal gears, greased up, ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the rest of the truck, or I'm gonna put it back inside of the vehicle. Okay, we're back. Here's our high trail, all gutted out, but all the guts are gonna go back in it here real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the drive shaft ends on the transmission before I lower it down to the frame. These come with their own special little stainless steel screws, so I will use those. It also helps with the waterproofness because, you know, if it gets wet, it won't rust, so that's always a good thing as well. Alright, let's go ahead and put this guy in. I think I might have dropped it on the floor somewhere. I'm gonna have to look for it. Anyway, let's get this guy going. Yeah, by the way, all those screws that come with the kit are a 1.5. That I'm talking about the differentials, the drive shafts, and the screws that go on the transmission are all 1.5. So you should be okay with just 1.5. Alright, there she is, nice and snug. One end. Actually, I screwed this one up. I put this in the wrong side. This goes in the front, not in the back. So we're going to remove it and put the right one on there. That's my bad. I'm just tired, I guess, of being up here all night doing this. Alright. Get this guy back and we'll get the proper one in here. It's going with the longer shaft. I mean, I'm sure you guys are familiar with drive shafts. These are Injora, so the shorter one goes in the front and this goes in the back. And by the way, the Injora drive shafts that you sell for the TRX4M will fit in the high trail. Even though it's slightly longer, it'll still fit right. Just so you guys know. Ooh, tight fit. Alright, it went in. I gotta put a little pressure in there because it was, I think it might have been some shaving or something. Alright. Oops. Careful. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, if you're not used to power tools, I wouldn't recommend using power tools to fix your RC truck, especially these little tiny ones, because they're mostly plastic. So if you can't control your the way you use your power tools, you might damage a few things. Just an FYI. Anyway, drive shaft things on. We'll go back into the middle here. Alright. We'll go ahead and screw these 4 screws here into the frame. Alright fellas, well, we installed the transmission and the motor, you can see there. And we also installed the battery carrier. I'm sorry, when I was doing the battery carrier part, the camera turned off, so I had to restart the phone, and I hadn't had any memory, so I had to delete a few files to get the memory back. But anyway, this is pretty simple. Here's a couple of hinges back here that go into the C-frame rail here. You kind of just slide it in, and you guys push it down until you find the 2 holes to match the 2 screws. And all you gotta do is just screw them down, and your battery is set. Now, your cables here, all you gotta do to run them is pretty simple. It's gonna run them through this hole right here, up top, and down this hole right here in the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and do that real quick so you can see how it's done. Basically, you just grab your motor and run it in and down here again. Get it all nice and straight. Pull up the side. And this part of the ESC, this is motor. You pretty much gotta plug this plug into where the motor is at. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's 2 holes and 2 holes, so it's not going to be complicated to find. Okay, that's in. Now I'm going to run the servo wire to the same exact spot. And down here too. Same deal, run it under, bring it back up. There's a switch here that says servo. It's the very first one right here, that's where your servo goes. It tells you right there, so it should be pretty easy to find. Alright, servo's on, motor's on. Let's put on a battery and test it, see how it's working. I'll be right back and we'll grab my my controller. Okay, so we connect our wires, servo wire. I'm going to give it a test, see if it's working. Yep, working fine, no problems. We're going to go ahead and do the drive shafts, and then we're going to test the drivetrain. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put the drive shafts on. Here are your drive shaft ends from both sides. Let's start with the back. Alright. Now, just so you guys know, the drive shafts on these are a little different. When you buy the upgraded differential gears from Injora, the shaft right here is thicker than the one that comes on your TRX4M. I think you might actually, no, you know what? I think I may be wrong. Yeah, they're the same size, but the Injora is just slightly beefier than the plastic one, but it's pretty much larger here, and the gear that goes and the part that goes into the transmission is a little more narrower. So just make sure you put them in the right side, so they're directional. One goes to one point and the other goes to the other. Alright, I'll go ahead and throw this guy on here. you. Okay. Backside on, we're going to go ahead and put the screw in. Alright. Let's do the front one. Alright. Let's grab the easier to just grab the pliers and grab from the inside. There we go. There it is. Make sure you're even. And just put it in. Alright. Front one is in. Let's find the screw. There we go. Alright, here she is. Go ahead and put the screw on this one now. Alright. Remember, this is metal, but these stainless steel screws are not sturdiest ones. You might strip them. Alright, there she is. There you go. That's the drive shaft there. Transmission. Fully upgraded metal driveline. Alright. Now, this is your little strap that goes around the battery. All you gotta do to put it back on is basically put the little hole in here, and then it just goes over the other side. Alright, that. Put the battery on. Alright. Check how the thing works. Transmitter is on. Plug in the battery. And there she is. There it is. Right now I have it on crawl, so I have immediate front and reverse without breaking it. That's how I run my car usually, because I run a lot of obstacles. I need to have it ready to go wherever I'm at. So always good to have, if you're doing videos or trailing or something, have it on the crawler mode. If you end up going for rocks or something, you can automatically go back and forth and you have your brake on. Well, that's it, guys. There you go. Solid drivetrain. It's gonna last a long time. So we're good to go here. Now, remember, after you're done, you do all the metal parts, make sure you put grease. Every time. Every time you do anything that's metallic, make sure you put grease in there. Yes, grease is very, very important. Just keep that in mind. Anything that's metal, it always has to have grease. Regardless. If it's plastic, it doesn't really matter. But if you're going to put metal in your cars, definitely gotta do some grease. Anyway, thanks you guys for coming in and checking this video out. I'm just going to go ahead and put the body back on the truck and show you what it looks like with all the upgrades and stuff. Alright, turn this guy on. Alright. Alright, there she is. All done up and upgraded. A nice, good, solid platform. Here's your Injora gift covers. And you got your steering link. The gears inside the differential are the helical kind, so those are really, really good. There's your metal drive shaft. So now I'm 100% confident I can take this guy anywhere I want without breaking anything. Anyway, well that's it guys. Thanks for coming in and checking out this video, and just want to wish you guys a good night. It's a little bit late here in Oregon right now. It's past 1 o'clock, but you know, it's all part of the hobby, and it's all for the love and for you guys, and come in and check things out. Guys, have a good night, and see y'all later. Bye.